Hi everyone and welcome back to my course. Today I want to show you one of my favorite screen-free maths and thinking activities for young children. It looks simple, but it builds some very powerful skills. It is called What's Missing, and you will see why. Here we have a grid made of three different shapes, as you can see, squares, circles, and triangles. If you're doing this activity with younger kids, like 3 years old, before we do anything else, I always give them a moment just to look. So no questions yet, just looking. Then I might ask, what do you notice? Some children will say the names of the shapes. Others will notice that the shapes repeat. And already we're encouraging children to look for patterns, not rush to answers. Now, I take one shape away. And I ask a very simple question. What's missing? To answer this, children have to do more than recognize shapes. They have to understand how the grid works as a whole. They're thinking, what usually goes here? What fits this row and this column? Once children are confident, I make it a little harder. This time, I will take out another shape, so two shapes are missing. Now they can't rely on just one clue. They have to hold more information in their mind and compare across the grid. This is where some really important learning happens. Children are practicing logical reasoning, they're strengthening working memory, and they're learning that maths is about structure, not speed. For older or more confident children, I can remove three shapes or even more. At this point, children aren't guessing, they're actually reasoning. For older children, I wouldn't start with showing them the grid, but I would move to immediately with one shape missing, and then perhaps with two shapes missing, and then three shapes missing, and all the way to four shapes missing. So, depending on the age of the kid and on their confidence. What I love about this activity is that it tells me how a child thinks. A child might know all their shapes, but still find this tricky. That's because this isn't about memorization, it's about understanding relationships. This kind of thinking is essential later for maths and for comprehension and problem solving. It helps children learn to pause, observe, and make sense of what they see. So basically, the takeaway is that this activity will help them with pre-algebraic thinking. They have to notice structure and repetition, and always with logical reasoning, because this is really essential for maths and problem solving. And what's very interesting is that this activity will help them with attention and self-control. They have to think before answering. I hope you like this activity, and if you do it with your kid, let me know how they did and what answers did they give. Thank you so much and happy learning.